Hello, welcome to Meditation Motivation. I'm Michael, and we're here for our 1 hour meditation. I'm so glad you could come and join me. Today's going to be a 1 hour meditation. I'm going to have some sounds of the forest play while we meditate, and it's going to be a free-form meditation, meaning you can follow along with what I do. But I will not be doing a guided meditation. So if you have your own practice, then you can do that. If you do not have a practice and want some help, you can look down in the description for this video and you will see a link. And you can click on that and there'll be a short video where I will show you a simple meditation. But I do not do guided meditation because I want you to be able to explore inside yourself and not have to listen to me. Many people like guided meditations, and I think that's good for some people. But here, I really want to push you to meditate and explore inside yourself. And if you're constantly listening to someone else speak, then you're not going as deep as you possibly can. So while it may be a little bit more difficult, that's the kind of community that I want to help develop. I want to help you go deeper. Even if you can't do it for as long, maybe in a guided meditation, you could sit for 30, 45 minutes, but maybe in an unguided meditation, you can only sit for 5-10 minutes. Well, that 5-10 minutes is going to be more beneficial, in my opinion, than that hour-long meditation. Because when you are able to meditate without listening to a guided meditation, you can meditate anywhere. You can meditate by yourself at home. You don't have to be reliant on anyone else, and you're going to be able to go deeper. So take it from me that learning to meditate without a guided voice coming from the outside makes it so you can go deeper. So that is why I don't do guided meditations here right now. Maybe once in a while I will if the community really wants it, but for now that is the case. So that being said, if you can only do 5-10 minutes, then congratulations, you just did 5-10 minutes of meditation. That's awesome. Please leave a comment for how long you were able to meditate for and any questions that you have for me, and I'll be happy to answer them at the end of the 1 hour. I am going to set a timer, so anyone coming in halfway through will be able to see exactly how long the meditation has been going on. So if you do have questions or you want to participate at the end, you can ask anything that you want to. So a little bit about the meditation I do. I do something called Kriya Yoga meditation. And so what you're going to see me do is some beginning, just calm down meditation, check in with my whole body, kind of try to see if anything's in pain or where my energy and things is at. Then I will do some stretching. And then you're going to see me do an Om meditation where I try to block out all exterior sensory input like sound and sight and touch and things like that, and listen to the sound, the glorious sound of inside. And then after that, you will see me do Mahamudra, which is a spine exercise to get my spine prepared for meditation. And then after that, I will do a pranayama breathing technique called Kriya Yoga. And then after that, I will be doing meditation. And then after that, Jyoti Mudra. So those are the orders that I do things in. Once again, I am fully supportive of all types of meditations. You're all welcome. I don't care what religion you are or if you don't have a religion or anything. If you are sitting quietly and trying to better know yourself, then you are welcome here, and I applaud and fully support what you are doing. So yes, I'm really happy that you found this channel, and my real goal for this channel is to inspire people to meditate more often and longer. So this is actually helping me be on a more strict and consistent meditation practice. And I hope to find other people that want to do that too. And I would love to hear back from you what resources you need, if this was helpful, if this wasn't helpful. And yeah, I really just want to help people be more consistent and connect with other people. I am from the United States, but I live in France. And of course, with pandemic and everything else, it's very hard to connect with other people that are meditating and things. So I thought this would be a good way. All right, well, that's 5 minutes. So I am going to go ahead and start the meditation now. There's the beautiful sounds of Yellowstone National Park. And I set the timer. Yellowstone National Park in a jar. All right. Well, that was 1 hour of meditation. Whew, seemed to go by pretty quick. So I usually like to give a little rundown of how my meditation went. Right now, I am extremely hot. I realized after my Mahamudra stretch that I was slightly sweating. It is warm here, but also something about it, I don't know, gave me, I was really pumping the heat. So that was that. I had a harder time concentrating than normal. I definitely felt good in my body. My pranayama practice felt really good. But even if my pranayama practice feels good and I feel like I can feel inside of me, I can feel my energy moving around, I still couldn't clear out my thoughts. Even near the end, I was just barely able to get to a place where my thoughts were clearing up. So good pranayama, not great meditation today. Um, let's see what was happening. What was happening? Yeah, I'm realizing that what I eat really affects my meditations. I didn't eat well the last 2 days, and it made it really difficult for me to meditate at night, which made it difficult for me to meditate in the morning again. So that's my next thing, is to really get into some really good eating habits. Today was better. I ate a salad. I didn't eat so much food. Really, the thing for me is if I eat too much food at night, then it's really hard for me. So that's the thing I'm focusing on, and it's going to help my meditation. So one thing that I do is I try to eat like 3 hours before I meditate and give myself time to digest, because it's one of the things that a lot of people say is that you don't want to be using your energy to digest food during meditation. You want to have that energy and everything freed up during meditation. So that means when I do this at 9 p.m. my time, I'm trying to eat at 6 p.m. And that can be tough to do sometimes. So I don't know. Yeah. So that's my new thing that I'm trying to do, trying to eat earlier and eat less food. Stop eating when I'm not hungry, even if all the food isn't gone. That doesn't mean I need to eat it all. So that's one thing that I've been thinking about. Another thing is just like random YouTube videos or Facebook videos or things that are so distracting. They'll show up in my meditation. Movies that I've seen and things like that. It's just like all this media that I bombard my head with ends up being very distracting. So, I mean, you know, at some point, I don't know if I'm just going to be like, no more movies or anything, and just full on meditation. But we'll see. Maybe slowly but surely I'll get there. So that, and then let's see. I had some stranger meditation thoughts. Just had this picture of being, I don't know, like in the land of Krishna, and being there, and just being like a stone, and just being like a stone in that place, and everyone's so happy to just be a rock in Krishna's land, and it's just interesting being like, oh, I think George Harrison's next to me also as a stone. It was a weird thought. The other thing that was popping into my head is something. I'm a teacher. I teach English, and one of my students was talking about how he's learning about atoms and chemistry, and he was talking about how atoms kind of act like our solar system, and we got into this interesting conversation about how atoms and electrons kind of mimic the sun and the planets going around them. And then it hit me. I was wondering, well, okay, like different elements have different amounts of electrons, and in class we looked it up, and actually, so technically I guess we have 8 planets going around the sun, and the molecule that has 8 electrons going around it is oxygen. That's interesting, right? As we have lots of oxygen and so many living things depend on oxygen, and it just so happens that we have 8 planets in our solar system, and that would be the periodic element of oxygen. Never really heard about that. Never heard anyone talk about that connection, or that there would be a connection like that. So that was kind of rolling around in my head during meditation. And then, it's just one of those funny things in meditation where the idea kind of like expands on itself. So then I started thinking, like, have I ever heard of a planet that has, or a sun that has one planet? And because that's hydrogen, right? Is a nucleus with just one electron. So, and then all these thoughts were coming to my head of like, well, would that be a lighter solar system? And would those be towards like the center of the universe, or would they be on the outskirts, or are there ones close to us that just have one? So all these thoughts. So I don't know. That was just what was in my head. But all of those are really just distractions from trying to clear out my consciousness. So yeah, I think that I spent a little too long in the beginning of my meditation warming up, and I should have kind of been more focused during that. So I would have had more time at the end to actually sit in quiet meditation. So I need to just kind of power through those first things so I have more time at the end for actual silent, no thinking, no doing anything meditation. So anyway, that's my breakdown. It really helps me to do a meditation and talk it through. And I hope that you have a good meditation too. And yeah, I'm really going to think about how this is going. I have another channel. I'm working on a really polished, nice meditation video. And then once I do that, then I'm going to keep on tinkering with this format and see how it goes. I'm thinking that once that video goes up, it's going to feed into this one, and hopefully we'll get some more community going. But yeah, I'm not gonna rush it. This is still good for me. I'm really happy that this is happening, even if no one's here right now. And I think that people will come. And if they don't, I'm still getting good meditation. All right. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good night. Bye.